Alrighty guys, thank you so much for checking out our presentation today. What we're going to be doing is walking you guys through how to land commercial accounts using Facebook ads. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on Airbnb and property management accounts today. But you're going to see you can use this strategy to target pretty much any niche because they're all on Facebook, but maybe there's not a section on how to choose them in the Facebook ads section. But there's a way to target them, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that today. So I know you guys don't really care who I am, so I'm going to keep the backstory really short. I'm actually going to only back up 6 months ago in my business. At that point, we've been running the business for about 3 years, and things were a mess. I was at the point where I was working 7 days a week. The business had gone through its ups and downs. I was very good at getting customers, but I wasn't running the business very well. Everything was just a mess. I was always putting out fires. I was exhausted. I was already working 7 days a week, but then also there'd be days where I'm working 3 days in a row without any sleep because I'm doing commercial accounts at night. I'm doing residential properties during the day, and I'm just constant. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to get some sleep today. And then everything goes wrong, so I'm constantly putting out fires, and then I got to go back to a commercial account at night. And I remember I'd be driving at night, and it'd just be exhausted. I'm having a hard time staying awake. I remember thinking like, man, I could just drive off the road right here and just end it. I could be done and tired and nobody would know I quit. They would just think I fell asleep at the wheel and that would be the end of it. And I remember thinking I have a life insurance policy. My family would be taken care of. It's not like they're going to miss me because they're not seeing me as it is anyways. And I was just in a really dark place. And I went through this a lot in my business. I mean, it happened so many times, and I remember thinking, like, what the hell? You're an idiot. Like, how are you not figuring this out? Other people are figuring it out. Other people are, running their businesses, and they've got it figured out. Why can't you figure it out? Maybe you're not working hard enough. And then I'd be like, you have no more time to work any harder. So I knew everything was broken in my business. And then it got even worse. As we're pushing along, our biggest account was 25 properties here in Vegas, and we did all these properties daily. We had people going in and out of these properties. It was a pretty stressful contract just because it was so big, and we did everything we did. We did it for 2.5 years, but on this particular account, we were paid 90 days in arrears, which is a long time for a commercial account, especially on this big of one. Luckily, we started off with a few properties and then gradually grew it. So it wasn't like I was floating from the very beginning 90 days of all this work. But as we grew it, every time we take on more and more work with this particular account, every time was a little stretch. It got a lot easier in the end, but you understand, floating money for 90 days is not fun. So anyways, we're running this account, and we normally had payments come in every Friday for stuff we'd done 90 days prior to that. And this particular Friday, nothing comes in. So I send them the email, because occasionally this had happened. Send the email like, hey, the payment didn't come in. And usually they'd say like, oh yeah, we'll get you on the next Friday. We'll get it fixed. Which is, yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. So they send that same email. Yeah, we'll get you fixed next Friday. Cool. Next Friday comes. Again, no payment. So that was a little weird. So I reach out again. Yeah, again, we'll get it fixed next Friday. We're doing some changes. Blah blah blah. So okay, the next Friday comes, again, there's no payment. So finally I'm like, hey guys, we got to get a payment. Like, we have to have a payment or I'm going to have to pull people off these jobs. Like, we're already, we're almost about to hit that 120 mark, and 90 days is already plenty to pay this account. So we continue for one more week. Again, the Friday comes, no payment. So we pull everybody off, and now they're angry at me, and they're telling me, hey, can't you keep somebody on here? We're just figuring some stuff out, blah, blah, blah. You're leaving us high and dry. And I was like, look, we can't just keep paying for this. Like, we have to get some money. So I go to their office, and it turns into some crazy match of them, like, screaming at me and threatening that they're going to call the cops on me. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm not here to scream at anybody. I'm not here to get angry. I'm just here to find out what's going on with our money. So anyways, we end up sending the collections, and then we get that magic letter saying they'd filed bankruptcy from their attorney, and they'd added us to it, and we were not getting that money. At this point, I slowed everything down in the business. I was just in a big depression, and I knew my business was broken, but I really didn't know how to fix it. I'd heard everybody say systems, 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 but I didn't know the first thing about building a system. I didn't know what it was, how it worked, anything like that. And it was just freaking me out because obviously everybody else had figured it out. I'm the only idiot that can't. So I was just getting pissed, more and more pissed, and like more and more depressed. Finally, after I had a chance to slow everything down in my business, and I took a break. I really slowed everything down. We were a skeleton crew, and I was doing the bare minimum. I took some time off. And at this point, it just became clear. The fog was gone. Everything was much more clear in my life. I hadn't slowed down like that in years. To the point where, the bags under my eyes weren't so relevant, they weren't so prevalent anymore. I finally got some rest. And I knew okay, if I'm going to continue with this business, I want to run it where I'm doing sales and marketing all day long. And that's what I want to do every day. And I'm going to systemize everything else in the business so I can just focus on this and the rest of the business runs itself. So that's what I did. I started making videos. We use Asana. So I used Asana and videos, and we just started making a process for every single step in the business. And it started off with this one, and we handed it off, and then something would be wrong with it, so I'd have to tweak it. And we were working with the team to have them help us build it if they had questions. We had them redoing the videos if they saw something wrong with it, or thought it could be done a way better. We'd have them make the videos. But long story short, we started getting the business systemized where I could focus on sales and marketing. And I thought, okay, so now that we've got it to where I'm doing sales and marketing, I'm going to even go further down and turn all the other marketing channels off, and I'm going to specifically focus on Facebook. And the reason I did this is because that was our biggest driver before, and I'm sure that's because that's where we spent the most money, so that's where we had the most testing. So I'm going to target Facebook specifically, and then slowly start bringing the other channels back on. And that's what we started doing. It started growing a lot faster and a lot smoother. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump in. We're going to walk you guys through exactly how to target, like I said, target the niche you want to go after, and then set up the ad, and just step by step, you guys can follow along so you can actually have an ad up live today that's working for you guys. So let's jump right in. All right, guys, so we're jumping over here to Facebook. Just like a lot of us are in related groups to our industry, like ZenMaid. A lot of us are in ZenMaid. So there's different groups out there for our industries. And just like we're in these groups, other people that are like property managers or Airbnb hosts, they're in specific groups that are related just to their specific niche, just like we are. So one way to really get targeted on these people is to join these groups. Now, the reason we're going to do this is you can't really target on Facebook specifically based on someone being an Airbnb host or a property manager. It's hard to get really that niche down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and look for these groups. So I'm in the Vegas area, so I'm going to look for Airbnb Las Vegas. So I've already joined a couple of these groups here. So you can see Las Vegas Airbnb, the Greater Las Vegas Airbnb Community, Airbnb Sutherland Las Vegas. So we want to join these groups. Now, just like when you join any group, they're going to ask you some questions. You just want to fill those out, and so they'll get you in the group. Now, what I see a lot of people do is, because I've been in these groups a while, they'll come in here and they'll post cleaning services, blah, 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 and they get kicked out of the group. They're not there very long because, yeah, you can go in there and you can post a couple times, but you can't spam in these groups. You're just going to get kicked out of there. So we found a workaround for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to YouTube here. And we found this video. So this video is about an Airbnb house that completely gets trashed. I'm going to find a video that's going to really kind of spark some emotion with the Airbnb hosts or whatever industry you're looking at. We're doing Airbnb right now. So we're going to try and find a video that's going to spark a lot of emotion and get a lot of people talking. So just kind of walk through this video real quick. They are walking in the house. It's been destroyed. There was a huge party thrown here, and the house got completely destroyed. So this will get people talking. So we're going to take this video, and we're going to copy the URL, and then we're going to jump over to Google. And if you just Google YouTube downloader, it's the first one that pops up here, Y2Mate. I'm going to get in there. We're going to paste that link right there. We're going to click start. And then what it'll do is pop up down here. So these sites always have a bunch of ads on them, so be careful where you click. But you're going to click the 1080p or whatever, and then download that. I've already downloaded it down here, so I'll skip that spot. Kind of did a little bit of this just so we were saving some time. And then we're going to jump over to Facebook. So we're on the business page. You're going to scroll down here to your videos section. You can see I've already uploaded this, but I'm still going to walk you through exactly how to do that. So you're going to click add video. And then it'd be my first one here in the downloads. I'm going to click that. Open. You're going to add a title. So Airbnb gets trashed. Exclamation point. Okay. So we've got the video on there. Okay. Click next. Okay, so now you want to come down here and you want to take it off your news feed. You want to take it off your display and watch, and you can take off allow embedding. So that's just going to make sure that it's not displayed on your news feed. We don't want people coming to your actual business page to see this video. We just want people to see this video that are specific, where we specifically post it. So I'm going to show you how that works. So what you would do next is click publish. Like I said, I've already uploaded this video, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to exit out of here, exit without saving. And then when I would click on that video, it's there. And now I have another link up here at the top. I'm going to copy that link. Okay. So now we're going to jump over to our groups that we joined. And we're going to come in here. And this is what this is a secret ninja trick I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to come in here, and we are, well, let's back up one step actually. We're going to go over to our ads manager. And when you're in your ads manager, you're going to come up here to the top, and you're going to come to audiences. That's going to bring you this page. And then you're going to create an audience. So we're going to create a custom audience using Facebook sources as a video. And then we're going to create, based on engagement, people who viewed the video. So we don't care about the engagement. All we're wanting is many people in the group that see this, because we know that there's a good chance that they're Airbnb hosts if they're in that group. So we're going to click 3 seconds of the video, just the shortest time. And then we're going to select the video. And we got the first video right here. So we're going to do that one. Perfect. And then, yeah, 365, that works. And then we're going to name this Airbnb group. Create audience. And as you make more videos, let's see. Okay, so you can actually add more videos as you get more videos. So if you keep doing this, you can keep growing this audience. So we're going to create the audience. Perfect, done. Okay, so now we have a custom audience being created for people that are in the Airbnb group. So now we're going to come back over to the Airbnb group. We are going to say something like, OMG, what would you do if this happened to you? And is there a way to protect ourselves? And then we're going to go down a little bit, and we're going to embed that video. I guess it doesn't matter if it's there. And then it always does this weird stuff where it's embedding. So we're going to post. Okay, so your video has been submitted for pending approval. We're gonna go back. OMG, what would you do if this happened to your property? And is there a way to Okay, so some of these are going to have a review process where they got to approve the post, but you're not posting anything spammy. It's based around their industry, so there's a very good chance that it'll get pushed through. I don't have a problem getting these pushed through at all. So we're going to post. Okay, so that one went immediately. Okay, so now what's going to happen is whoever clicks on this or watches it or writes a comment or anything, they're going to be added to this group right here. So then we could take this group, this target audience, and we can create an ad specifically to Airbnb hosts. And we know they're Airbnb, or we have a good idea that they're Airbnb hosts. So we have a really good chance of getting high conversion on our ads. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the actual ads manager and start creating the ad for this custom audience. All right, guys, so now we're going to jump into the actual ads portion of the Facebook Ads Manager. We've already gone through, I gave the videos time to run, kind of build that audience up a little bit. So now we're going to actually go in and create the ads for those. So you got 3 different sections here. You got the campaign, the ad set, and the ads itself. So the campaign is the overall campaign that you're running. The ad set is what you're actually targeting. So your different targets that you're going at, your audience target, and then the ads that are actually being showed to those different audiences. So we're going to come in here, we're going to create a new campaign. I'm going to start over. Looks like I have one already opened up here. Okay, so now you come down here and you're going to choose what type of campaign you want to run. So we do a lot of messenger ads, and then we do lead generation ads. So these are really effective. And they're very, very simple to set up. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do these today. So you can come down here, you're going to name your campaign. So we'll call this one Airbnb. Actually, we'll call this commercial accounts. And I'm going to click continue. Going to select your page. And then you got your custom audiences here. So we've created that custom audience for the Airbnb that have watched the video. Like I said, I showed you guys how to set that up. So we're going to select that audience. And then you still want to select your location and your age. So normally we target females, but when it comes to this, we're going to be a little more broad. So we are going to select our location. Still going to do Las Vegas. $25 miles, that's good. And then we want to do people who live in this location. Gonna select our age. So normally I set my age a little higher, but with this, again, we're going to be a little more broad. So we're going to come down to 25 to 65, and we're going to do all genders. Again, normally we do females, but when we've created a custom audience, so we're going to go more off the custom audience versus the gender itself. Okay, now placement. So we're going to edit the placement, and we are going to stick to the news feed. Oh, Facebook news feed. Clean stream, turning all these off. Okay, so all we want to show is ads in the actual news feed of Facebook. And this is where you're going to set your daily budget. So you can set a lifetime budget or you can set a daily budget. I actually like to do more of a lifetime budget and set the monthly budget for these. So we'll say 300 for the month. And the reason I like to set a lifetime budget is so I can turn the ads on and turn them off at specific times, because you want to respond to the ads or the leads as soon as they come in. So you don't want leads come in at 2 or 3 in the morning when nobody's there to respond to them. We only want them to come in when someone's there to respond to them immediately. So let's just keep the 1 month. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, the edit the time on when they're coming in. So we're gonna come down here and we're gonna do 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so you can see right here, it's going to show our estimated daily results. It's less than 10. Again, this is a really small audience. Both those groups, or both the groups that we posted that video in, only had around 400 people in them. So not a ton of people in there. So you're not going to get a ton of results. So these campaigns are not going to cost you a lot of money because you're not going to be showing these ads to a lot of people, but they're going to be very, very targeted. So we're going to click continue. Okay, and we're going to do the single image or video. Click video, upload video, drive, and we're going to come in here and select our video that we have set up here. It's this one right here. So while that's loading, I'm actually going to show you the video real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so it's just us cleaning the carpet here. This particular ad is going to be for carpet cleaning. Again, nothing crazy, just showing getting the carpets cleaned, kind of the before and after of the work happening. But you don't have to get super crazy with these. You can really get as simple as just talking into the camera. I'll show you another video I did here. Let's see, we'll go back. This is one, and we got really good conversions with this. And this was literally just a spur of the moment thing that happened in the house. And I thought, oh, this would be perfect. So this is one we didn't do this for Airbnb, but we did this for just regular maid service. Show you this one.
All right, guys. So if you're a stay-at-home parent, you know the struggle. So just went in the office, was working in my office for about 15 minutes, cleaned the downstairs down here. Got 2 kids, and let's just show you what they happen to pull up here. Okay, so these 2 are here on the couch. They both have their own blanket. Set up, play little video games. We completely pulled all the shoes off, wrecked all the blankets that were folded. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of bright, but there's literally spaghetti on my floor. Pizza on my couch. The place is in disarray. This is 15, 20 minutes tops. Alright guys, so if you have a couple of bundles joining your life that like to destroy everything, feel free to click the link above this video. That'll take you to our booking page. If you just need to get a quick clean done, or even if you just want a deep clean, help you catch up on everything. Feel free to visit our website. All of our pricing is straight up front. You can also take $79 off your first service just by using the coupon code TheStubo. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you can see that's a very simple video, not a lot going on. Literally, I walked out in my living room, my kids had destroyed it, and as a lot of moms or stay-at-home dads see, this happens with them as well, so they're very well aware of it. It's just a very, very simple ad. So you're going to want to create several different ads and really play around with the ads and see which ones get you the best conversions. We'll come down here a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to come to the primary text here. Now, I've already come in here and got all this typed up. Just going to copy and paste into here. And then what I do want to do is get so emojis. Emojis work really well. Don't overdo it, but they work well on grabbing attention because they're a little bit, the color is a little different. So just the color. Don't overdo it, the emojis, but I like to use them because it does catch attention because it just adds a little color to the ad. The other thing is, if you're going to use emojis, make sure that, so like for instance, if you use the word home and then you put the emoji home, don't just have the emoji, use the actual word so people aren't having to decipher your ad. I know that slows me down when I really have to like think about what the word is that they use with the emoji. Just use the actual word and then add the emoji as well. So I'm going to put all this in here. I'm going to come down here to the headline. Okay, so this is how our ad will show up. And then we want to change the call to action to get offer, or learn more. Yeah, there's a lot of them. But yeah, I usually go with get offer. And we come a little further down. And we are going to create a new form. So let's just create a new one from scratch, show you guys how to do this. Okay, so you can keep this the way it is, more volume. Go to the intro section, you're gonna get your headline. Come into your questions section. So we need to add one more on here, which is going to be phone number. Okay, so we're gonna get their full name, email address, and phone number. So the reason we want to select these three is that's a great way to contact them, but also when Facebook already has this information. So as soon as the form loads, it's already gonna auto-populate that information in. So literally there's gonna be 2 clicks there's no barrier to entry for this. So there's gonna be 2 clicks for them to give you this information. They're gonna click on the get offer, and then they'll click submit, and the information sent to you. We just want to make it as simple as possible. Okay. And then you have to have a privacy policy. So you're going to link to that on your website. and then the thank you screen. So do not leave this as it says, because that is terrible. So we're going to come over here. We want them to take action. So the more action we get them to take, the better off we are at closing these leads. So we're going to come in the description here, put that in. So first come, so it says, wait, call us to redeem your voucher. First come, first serve. Click the button, click the blue button to call us now. So now we're going to put the phone number in there. Change this to call business. And then we want the image. So you upload an image. Perfect. Okay, so when they land on this, first off, the landing page is going to look like the ad. It's got the offer, the $79 off carpet cleaning services this week only. About Service Yeti, 3.5 years in business, serviced over 43 homes in Las Vegas, 5-star rating on Google, licensed and insured. Again, we're going to collect their email address, their full name, and their phone number. And then when they submit that, it will take them to the thank you screen, which says, wait, call us to redeem your voucher. First come, first serve. Click the blue button to call us now. So as soon as they click that, that'll call our business. So we want, if we can get them to call us, that's better than us having to call them. They're just, first off, just the more action we can get the customer to take, the more likely we are to close the lead. All right, so now we're going to save that and click finish. Got one of yours. Got an error popping up. Let's see. Okay, so we got the campaign for commercial accounts. We got the ad set, and the reason we called this, which we need to edit the name of that, because this is Airbnb hosts. Airbnb hosts. And this is carpet cleaning. Excuse me. Okay, so now we've got one campaign, one ad set, and then one ad. So now what we want to do is we want to come in here to the ads. And we're going to create duplicate ads. We want to create at least 6 ads per ad set. So we've got the Airbnb hosts. We want to come in here and create 6 different ads. So all we're going to do that is we're going to come in here and click duplicate. Duplicate. And I would keep the text exactly the same, but I would change out the videos. So like I show you those other videos, you can do like we do carpet cleaning and maid service, tile cleaning. So I'm going to do an ad for all these different types of different services, as well as different. So I'm going to do for the 3 different services, I'm going to do 2 different ads. So I'm going to have another ad for carpet cleaning, and then I'll have 2 ads for tile cleaning, and then I'll have 2 more ads for maid service. If you just do maid service, you're going to want a total of 6 ads for Maid Service. And the reason we do this is because we want to keep our ad costs as low as possible. So the way we do that is we're going to keep our ad costs down by coming in here, and we can view what it was costing us to get each lead. So if you come over here, it's going to tell you the reach, the results, and how many impressions, as well as, so you got your lead forms, and so you're going to see what's costing the most. Now, typically we like to keep them, when they first start out, you're going to see some are going to be around $2, some are going to be around $4, some are going to be around $8, some may get up to $20 per lead. Well, we don't want to pay $20 per lead when we can get them for $2. So I'm happy with anywhere between $4 to $8. If it's between $4 to $8, I'm going to keep those ads going. And if it gets above that $8 range, I'm going to turn that ad off. I'm going to apply, so that'll apply more budget to the ads that are performing better. So the more ads you have going, it's going to spread your total budget, which we have right here. I guess it was on the first page. So our total budget is $300. So it's going to split that $300 over all of the ads that you have set up. So the more ads you have in testing, you can see which ones are doing the best for you and which ones you want to spend more money on. So you just turn off the ads, which just by clicking this button, it'll turn that ad off. So if we had other ads that were doing really well, but this ad wasn't doing that great, we'll turn that one off and apply more of that budget to the ads that are doing better. The more ads, the more leads we can get for our dollar, the better chance we have of having a positive ROI. All right, so jumping back over here, I've got all of the templates where you guys can download this. If you go to serviceyeti.com/ZenCon, you can go on there, fill out the form, and we'll send you guys over the templates where you can literally copy and paste the exact text we're using. Obviously go in there and edit your business name in there, change it to fit your actual needs a little bit. But for the most part, it's literally a copy and paste. It'll work perfect for you guys. Like I said, keep your ads, your ad cost between $4 to $8 per lead, and you will make money with this. The biggest thing with Facebook ads is impulse buy. So they weren't on Facebook looking for maid service or carpet cleaning. They're on Facebook looking at pictures. They're passing time. Maybe they're on, like we go on ZenMaid and we're looking for information, but we are not on there looking for things to buy. So it's an impulse buy. So maybe they're happy about something right now, or they get excited because they see your video and they think, oh, that'd be cool to have. Well, it's an impulse. So we have to jump on that impulse immediately. So we're going to jump on the phone and make a call and get them on the phone immediately. Now, not every single person is going to answer the phone immediately, but that does not make that lead dead. We need to follow up with those leads. We need to keep following up with those leads until they either book a service with us or they tell us to go away, they're not interested. So the way we do that is we follow up with the lead the first day, the second day, the fourth day, the seventh day, the 14th day, the 28th day, and then every 30 days after that. And we're following up via Facebook Messenger, we're following up via phone call, via email, via text message. We're following up with these leads. The sequence I just gave you, we're following up with them all religiously to make sure we have the highest possibility of getting that lead to come in. Now, we do this service. We offer this as a service. We run the Facebook ads for you. We're going to optimize the campaigns. This is something you can completely do for yourself. But if you're looking to automate your business and focus on the things that you're good at, if sales and marketing isn't the best thing for you, that's something we are very good at. We can take over all the calls, all the ad management, and everything like that, and close these leads for you. Now we have a special offer going right now, which is $100 for your first month, and that we'll manage all your ads, all the phone calls. We literally book the service for you based on your calendar, and we keep the leads coming in for you. The reason we're offering this is because if you've heard in the past, advertising companies tell you, oh, it's going to take 6 months for the campaign to be profitable for you. This is true, and it's not true. The thing about it is you can make Facebook ads profitable from day one. It's just a matter of putting in the effort. But the reason I say it is true and it isn't true is because you're going to build up leads over time. So the more leads you have, maybe somebody saw your video on Facebook, but they're not really looking for the service right now. But if you don't follow up with that lead, because they really need it 3 months down the road. They saw your ad and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to be moving out in about 3 months. We really need to get the carpets cleaned or have the house cleaned. They were thinking about it for 3 months down the road, but when 3 months down the road comes, they've completely forgot about you because you weren't following up. That's where we come in. We follow up with leads, and the more leads we have in the pipeline, the after that, especially after 6 months, we've got a lot of leads in the pipeline after 6 months, and we're following up with these and closing the leads for you and bringing in your business. This is the biggest thing with business, is just automating everything that you're not the best at. So this is what we're the best at, and we'd love to take it over for you guys. Again, if this is something you're interested in, feel free to visit our website, serviceyeti.com/ZenCon. And then just fill out that form, and we'll give you a call and get everything set up for you. Really appreciate you guys checking this out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. My name is Ryan Leavitt. You can message me on Facebook. I'm in ZenMaid all the time. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to look me up there, and I can answer anything you guys have any questions about. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day. Bye.